Hello and welcome to Yapping at Midnight with Bonnie. I'm Melvin, sometimes known as Melvin the Crimson Taurus. Oh, good lord, I've been playing too many games. I always give this intro like I'm Melvin, sometimes known as Melvin the Crimson Taurus, on the gaming channel. But no, this is Yapping at Midnight. This is the main channel. What am I doing? Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Yapping at Midnight with Bonnie. Bonnie, say hi. Okay, so this is funny. Now that we are live, we can't hear you. Now you're going in and out. I don't believe it. What happened? You're going in and out. You're frozen. I don't believe it. The tech issues. Um, so this is just perfect. Well, hello everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome to Technical Difficulties at Midnight, where it's actually midnight and on the East Coast anyway. And yeah, Bonnie is frozen, pixelated, and you know, of course, because why not? Mess happens. So I guess I should probably pause things and try and get this fixed, shouldn't I? Isn't this a mess? Okay, so we'll be right back with the oh wow, and I even messed up with the whatever this thing is here. The notifications where people can see what they're saying and all that stuff. So yeah, we lost Bonnie. Oh, she's trying to come back, folks. She's trying to fight. Come on. Everyone, lift your hands up. Give her the energy. Come. Why are you hulking out? We can see you now.
From here?
Yeah, you were hulking out. Welcome back.
Well, we're just doing Bonnie thing.
So, all right. Welcome back, Bonnie. And hello, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties because, it happens. And so let's see. Who do we have with us? Leash. Welcome. Doll. Welcome. T. Who is T?
Joel?
Oh, Tanya. Welcome. And Gumbo. Slim, welcome. The real Slim, well, I almost said Slim Shady, but Slim Lewis, welcome. Uh, Jerry. Oh, Jerry's new. He's a new subscriber. I did a tarot reading for him the other week, so welcome, Jerry. Appreciate you being here. And Jennifer Vatsa, hello, welcome. And Jennifer and Leash, they're both saying you look good. They like you with the long hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I
Y'all.
I told Bonnie earlier I would give her a cat call if I could whistle. Oh, and the technical difficulties are back. So this is brilliant. Oh no, Slim, you're not shady at all. Or maybe you are, I don't know. I haven't seen you go to a back alley just yet, so. Back alley? What does that even mean, go to a back alley? And I'm trying to fix the pop-up chat while Bonnie is again having her tech issues. And it's so funny because I wanted to do a little bit of alien talk. And of course, mess happens. Oh my gosh, what did I do to this? Can I revert this back to normal, please? Because I really messed up. Oh, wow. And we lost everybody. Okay. Wow. Well, that's great. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. Isn't this a mess? I know you guys should still be able to hear me. I should still be live. Just everything else decided to poop the bed. So, this is how my night is going. Let's try this again here. Oh, wow. Okay, what the heck is happening? This is crazy. Wow. Well, you guys are getting some behind the scenes actual live technical issues. That is so weird. Did this go down completely? Let me see here. Um, I okay, so it's not my internet. The internet's fine on my end. Okay. No. Wow. What is happening? Okay, so let me try it this way then. Okay, sorry I'm getting quiet. I'm just trying to figure out what happened here. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Okay. Hmm. All right. Well, I will go up to the backup service then. Man, okay, so which one of you guys did some hoodoo and messed everything up? Who did it? I know someone did. I know one of you did. So come on, Jennifer, was it you? You said you came in here eating some gummies. I know it was you, wasn't it? Yeah, very riveting. You know, a crash, nothing going right. You guys stuck with my weirdo self, which, normally I don't like doing things solo. Can't stand it. But don't worry, I'm working on the fix. I'm going as fast as I can, which admittedly isn't very fast, but oh well, I'm moving around at the speed of slow. What is happening? Now my internet's going out. I mean, it's not going out, but it's going out. Okay, so I just think everything's about to crash, isn't it? What the heck? Thank you, Slim. I appreciate that. Thank you. Even though I am so sorry this is terrible for you guys. I have no idea what's happening right now. What the heck? Okay, so I'm really don't get it. All certain websites work, certain ones don't. What? Let's try it this way. Okay. Ooh. All right. Well, there seems to be an issue there. Well, anyway, we are going to be talking about if I get Bonnie back, we are going to be talking about aliens and Bonnie's somewhat recent experiences with them because she might have had a run in her and Curtis. So that's always fun to hear about. And I know some of you like the alien talk. And also, I am going to talk about my experiences doing a little candle magic. So that will be fun. And we're going to talk about some candle protections if I get this thing running. Okay, so is it working on this one? Hmm. Okay, so you're kinda up. All right, so now let's try this again. Okay, so let me just close this out then. I'm sorry, I'm speaking to myself. I know, I hate this. It's very upsetting. And you guys, a couple of you stayed up till midnight and everything. I have thought about Discord, and I'll just be honest, Discord still confuses me. As simple as that. Um, but I am jumping around to different things, so Discord most likely will be next. Okay, let's see. That is weird. There's something that does not want us to talk tonight. Even the backup isn't working. Oh, let me get my phone real quick. Let's see if you're working on here. All right. And yes, you are. So you work here, but not there. All right. So why is that? I need someone smarter than I to figure this out. Yeah, I'm just gonna blame Jennifer. She put some hoodoo on us. So yeah, that's who that's who gets the blame. Okay, let's do it this way. Almost there. Still going, guys. I'm going as fast as I can. Ooh, that's not right. Ooh, oh gosh, no, no, do not do that. There we go. That's better. And you should be using this one. All right, cool. Enter. Um, go away, please. Hmm. This one has. Okay, so that this is now. All right, there we go. Sorry, lost connection there for a moment. But it's now getting weirder because it's saying that I am not plugged into the internet, which I am plugged into the internet. I'm freaking using it right now. I'm still live. What the heck? I am so sorry, guys. I might have to just end it if I can't get this working for some reason. Okay, there we go. Oh, I know why this is being that way. All right, I think I figured out the problem with the with the second part. Okay. Oh no, really? Fine, whatever. Just do it this way. Yep. Okay. All right. Almost there, guys. I figured it out. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so now about to bring Bonnie back. So she'll be here in a second. She'll be here in 1 second. Oh, now you want to work. Really? I hate technology, by the way. I don't hate technology, but it's very frustrating when it doesn't work. And you look like a giant goober when you're trying to do mess on the fly. Okay, so there we go. Back there. And almost there. This is, I don't know what happened there. Why did this take a giant dump? So weird. And she should be popping up any second. Of course, this also means I have to um, fix things live, which I will try to do. Oh, can't even see that. That's not going to work very well, is it? I don't know if it's a full moon or not. If it is, man, someone better kick that moon in the balls, because it deserves it. Ah, there we go. There's Bonnie. Okay, welcome back. That was weird. I don't know what happened.
That was weird.
And now we have background noise. What the heck is happening?
Like what kind of background noise?
Staticky. Like, you know.
Is it the hang on. Could be that printer. Is this better?
No, I think it's coming from the other mic. Oh, what happened? It just got silent.
How about now?
That's a bit better.
Okay.
Okay, so we lost everyone who was viewing
Four.
because, why not? And at least, you're back.
I'm back.
And
That helped.
uh, why is this not showing? Oh, Jerry's still here with us. Awesome.
Can you still hear me?
Yep, can still hear you. Oh, and Ty's still here. Okay, so for whatever reason, YouTube is saying everyone left. So everything is drunk tonight. I don't know what's going on. Just a lot
Just one
of.
of
It's one of those days.
yeah.
Okay, so I have to get rid of some mess. But thank you guys for staying. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry for the mess show. I don't think anyone could have seen this one coming.
Nah. Streaming issues happen.
Okay, so let's. How do I do this? Oh, well, that's not right. That. Why are you showing that? Oh,
What are you showing?
the wrong window. Like, you guys are gonna see some stuff that you're not supposed to see, so we can't have that.
What kind of things, Mel? Do tell.
Some PG-13 things.
PG-13, huh?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much as extreme as I get.
Wild thing over there.
Oh my gosh, why isn't this working? Let's try it. Oh, okay, maybe it's because of this. Well, while I'm doing this, go ahead and talk about what's been going on with your alien situation, Bonnie.
Oh, okay. Well, since we got the poodle, got a little poodle named Vader, and he decides that every night, well, the last few nights has gotten quiet, so that's good. All right. But he's been barking at the door.
Mhm.
And no cat, nothing outside. Nothing outside, because we'll go and check, right? We'll take him out, because we're like, okay, maybe he needs to go to the bathroom. He pees, but then he's like onto something. And it's very eerie because like he's so after something, it's like, okay, what could it be? Um, so we just kind of first started noticing that. Then try, it's a dog. We didn't give it too much thought. However, so I've been going on these walks with Curtis at night. I'll get him to go do some of his walks with, after I get off, because I don't get off until later. And he mentioned, hey, I saw this ball of light just like go flying up the other night, and he was like, I'm show you where. I'm like, I was feeling kind of brave at first. And then, of course, it's the most remote part of our small town anyway that you can get. And just pitch black. And the sounds, like Melvin helped to help decipher, but it was like what, nightingale type birds or something.
Yeah, it was a nightingale or something.
But in this area, he's been, this is where he's noticed this light. However, the other night, I had taken out the dog just in front of the house, and let him do his business. And as I'm turning around and walking back towards the house, like we walk to the edge of the house, property, and then we go back. As I'm going back, fixing to head back to the house, however, I see this like flash of light above my head. And I'm thinking, okay, lightning. Then I'm thinking, well, I'd already checked the weather. There's no rain predicted for a few days, right? But it's Texas, it can change. But then I start really thinking about it. It's like, well, that was really close. It felt like it was right above my head. It almost, the way I can best describe it is like if somebody took a flash camera picture right above my head. And I get to look and nothing. I'm like, okay, keep waiting. And the only other thing I see is one quick, like, fleet of a light, and it was gone. Gone. And I was like, Mel, like, it had me weirded out because the way the first one, the more I got to thinking about it, it was right straight overhead. I guess, I was trying to play it off with just being lightning because, that makes it a lot less scary for me. But then, the more you think about it, it was kind of crazy because the dog was on one of his tangents that night, like just looking for something, sniffing it out. And it was very interesting. It was fun, but I was ready to go in.
Yeah,
Too
and I
bad.
I love this with the lightning because she was trying to figure it out and everything, and she's like could have been lightning and all that, and I asked her, did you hear any thunder? I mean, so it's like probably not lightning.
Like not a big bit of thunder, and especially if there was two lightning strikes and none. Yeah, so that kind of like pooped on our parade right there. It was like, well, just blow that one right out of the wind there. But
Yeah.
yeah, interesting as hell, you know.
And
Trying to, but I get scared every time anyway. Just a little. Maybe not as scared as I used to be, but still a little uncomfortable with that. And
yeah, no, I that and then Curtis saw something too before that, right? Yeah. So Curtis, he said that he saw like an orb of light
like
or something like that.
that weird field over there with the nightingale.
Okay, so maybe it's not some nightingales.
I don't know. Those were probably nightingales, but I did not like it as pitch black as it was, and it felt like they were getting closer. I'm like, whatever it is, they can stay over the hell on that side of the fence. But they were teasing and making me think that they might come after me. I didn't know what it was for sure, but
Yeah. What happened was you psyched yourself out.
I totally had myself psyched the hell out.
It's like, no, strange noises, aliens, it's dark, and I have a poodle. This isn't gonna
Days.
go good.
Somebody's motion lights caught us walking, I guess, and it turned them on. And I was so jumpy at that point.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, Mark.
Yeah, no, it's just not gonna happen. We're done. Get out.
Pretty much. I said, I think I'm done walking tonight.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's funny though. I mean, at least it's better than what happened with my friend. I told this story before where he wanted to see them and he like they told him like, yeah, go over here, and it was a high school football field, and he walked to about the center field, and he just sees these things appear out of nowhere, and they run after him. So
what?
yeah, and this is out in the middle of nowhere, past midnight, and you got these things coming after you,
And
and
you didn't have the big stadium lights at the time. I'm telling you that much. You know that.
no,
And so
pitch black.
up in the dark.
And he said he said the last thing he remembered was a hand touching his shoulder,
Oh no.
and then he woke
See,
up in his car.
it touched him. See, here, I think I think I'd probably like have a heart attack or something. That'd be crazy. Like, I think it all gets even more real when it touches you. You know.
Yeah, it touched them, and that was all she wrote.
Was he able to describe the way it felt? Like like its skin or its?
Um, elongated, like
Oh,
the hand
wrong.
felt elongated, but I guess I never showed this to you, or maybe I did, but I forgot. But there is a video that he put up on YouTube of him capturing an alien behind the sign. In fact, I think I could show it to you guys. You guys want to see that? Who would like to see that?
I would. Again, I've seen it, but I would love to see it.
Yeah, mind you, this is very old, but yeah. So, what was that YouTube channel? Yeah, it's and the static is back, Bonnie.
What?
Yeah, what's happening here? We're just having one of those nights where things are.
Yeah, it should be staticky. And it wasn't staticky before?
No, not before, but
Maybe that'll work.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
at least everything else is working, I guess. You gotta take the good with the bad. Uh-oh, did they take down his YouTube channel? Oh no, here it
What?
is. Okay, I found it.
Ooh, creepy if they did, huh?
I mean, hey, you never know nowadays. Like, YouTube's kind of weird.
Yeah, like you can talk all kinds of things about weird shit, but then like heaven forbid aliens.
I'm still searching for. I gotta scroll back. Oh wow, this is from over 14 years ago now. Jeez. Oh,
Time flies.
here it is. I found it.
And how long had it been since he had seen it when he showed you?
Um, that's a good question. I don't remember because
Uh,
yeah, it's a little oh wow, why aren't okay, that's weird. I don't know. More technical difficulties. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to bring it up for you guys. Oh, Bonnie, I don't know how to show it to you.
it's okay.
All right.
You'll just have to send it to me because I want to see it again anyway.
Okay. All right. Oops, wrong button, Melvin.
Oh wait,
Hey, you
that's
space
yours. Hold
chickens.
on.
Oh, here it is.
Just
Okay.
had a very cool thing happen that I wanted to.
Oh, real quick, so you guys can know, he used the voice changer because he was trying to protect his identity. He stopped doing that later on because he was like, "Yeah, this is stupid. Let's not do that." So that's why he has this. But anyway, yeah, 3 minute video. Here you go.
Share with you guys. And this was something that even gave me the chills. And I've had so much crap happen that that doesn't happen often anymore. But check this out. I get an email today. Greetings, alien photog. The email includes an attachment of ET1, an artist sketch. The figure was drawn by somebody in Kansas. Do you by any chance recognize its characteristics, especially its garment? When I looked at it, I was shocked to see that, yeah, I did recognize that. I actually took a freaking photograph of it. And here's how all this happened. See, before I was videotaping UFOs, I ran around for like a month and a half trying to photograph aliens on the ground. But the response was just so poor to it that I stopped doing it and actually kind of forgot about it until this. And here's a wide shot of it. But the being is on the right-hand side of this picture. See that speed limit 25 sign? Right below that, you can see the head and the outline of the body. And that appears to me to be the exact same freaking garment. As you can see, it's a pretty damn good drawing of exactly what I took a freaking photograph of, except the cape or whatever's closed. So apparently aliens wear capes, which I guess is pretty damn cool. Why not, huh? I mean, Superman had one. So, yeah, I'm even a little bit blown away by this. I'm really excited about it. I hope some other people are too, because it's pretty damn cool. I completely forgot I had this photo. I can't believe I forgot it. I actually was on another laptop and the screen broke on it, and I thought it was gone. Then I remembered I emailed it to somebody, and I retrieved it through email. Clear as day, though, and I can't believe somebody channeled the exact same thing with the exact same outfit. Hopefully I'm not the only one excited about this. I'm an excitable fellow, but that's pretty damn cool. So anyway, I want to share that with everybody. This was taken near Lookout Mountain, Colorado, which I actually had a really weird experience out of the beings on the ground before this. This was the first time I went back. I was so scared to go back up there because the first one was so wild. This was kind of earlier in the process. It was taken on October 15th at 1:11 in the morning. 1:11 in the morning. What better time for it to be taken, huh? I guess that says it all. The specs on the shot. It was long exposure, which when I was trying to take pictures of them on the ground, I found long exposure works better. But the exposure time was 2 seconds. Obviously had it on a stable surface. The ISO speed was 200. Just used Canon digital photo PowerShot SX100 IS. So that's all that stuff. If anybody's, the flash was on. It was in red eye mode. And it looks like that's all the information I have on here from the properties, so. Anyways, pretty cool stuff, guys. Email this to everybody. I'm real excited about this. And I hope you guys are too, and I hope you enjoyed. So.
All right, there you guys go.
Good creepy thing for the evening.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's too creepy, but
You would freak out if you saw that in real life.
oh well, yes, in real life, but you know, watching it at home on video, you know. Uh,
So different.
but yeah, so that was my buddy AP who captured that, and I know some folks are like, "Oh, it's not real, it's fake," and everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I knew him well enough to say that he's not gonna fake mess. He's just He's just not. He was too lazy. So
They take a lot of creativity and a lot of time, I'm sure.
yes, and it's just not worth it. But yeah, so there you guys go. Leash is over there saying, "I thought you lowered your voice for a second." Like, I don't sound that good. Hello, space chickens. So, here we are. I captured an alien here, and it's pretty freaking cool. So, I hope you all enjoy. And for some reason, aliens like capes. Who would have thought? I mean, Superman wore a cape, so why not them? It's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's the best I can do with lowering my voice. So,
Oh man. So
and
like, how long did he do the voice changer?
oh, he did it for a good minute, and then like at least maybe I think he did it before. I want to say he started the radio show and then he stopped it. So maybe a year to 2 years. And then he just said, forget it. Now, this is what's interesting here. And again, I might have shared this before. I'm not entirely sure, but, and I spoke to his wife about this as well, but they actually changed his voice. Originally, he sounded nothing to similar to what he sounded like later on.
That's crazy.
And when I spoke to his wife about it, like she confirmed, she was like, "Yeah, he sounds different. He doesn't."
Or do you think they were messing around and we fucked up the vocal cord a bit?
No, they said that. Well, according to him, he said that they told him it was to make his voice more appealing, so people can listen to him and get the message out.
But they wanted the message out.
Yes, allegedly.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, again, kind of freaky.
Right.
But yeah, so he used the voice changer for a good minute, then he stopped, and he did some radio shows for a minute, and then a lot of not so good things happened. We'll say that. I won't dive into it. It's personal, but it's just and part of the problem was he backed himself into a corner, and his content was pretty much when you call it alien addictions, you're only going to be able to talk about aliens. When you try to branch out, people just won't accept it, and that sort of got to him because he wanted to talk about more things and all of that. So,
All right. So it kind of just like almost, uh, yeah, it kept the show at one thing only.
mhm. So, and it was just like, ugh, okay. And you get burnt out, and like I said, it was other stuff going on, but I still remember the good times. We'll say.
That's pretty cool though. It's neat you've not met so many of the alien tapes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, some of them are kind of out there, I'm sure, but
No, kinda. Drop that kinda.
they are out.
Those people are out there. Do I need to remind you about freaking. Ooh, I almost said her real name. Let's stop that. But do I need to remind you about the second coming of Jesus?
Almost, yeah, you would probably end up accidentally calling her forth.
Yeah, I
She'd be
don't
like,
want to do that.
call? I'm here.
Did you just say her name?
No, I don't know her name.
Oh my god, that's so scary because it sounded like you said, we gotta stop talking about her. Oh no, that's weird. It sounded like you said her name. That's why it was like, okay,
Oh,
I don't need that. That chick needs to stay in the insane asylum.
last you know, she's there.
Yeah, that, yeah, last that I know of. But,
She's looking for you right now as we speak.
she better not be. You better not, man.
This is where you live.
No, she does not.
Oh
No, the heck she does not.
my.
I should be a voice actor. Oh, I don't know about that.
You would be a good voice actor.
No, well, here's the thing. When you voice act, you don't necessarily try to change your voice up. You just speak very good. And I can't do that. I get flustered.
It's funny because like I didn't realize I can't remember her name, but she did Tommy Pickles' voice, but she
Um,
also, you know, uh,
I know her name. She was on America's Got Talent.
you know what else she's on?
Hmm.
She was in like 31 and Dell's Rejects. That what's his name? Oh my God,
Is it Tara Strong?
it's something strong.
I think it's Tara Strong because she does the voice for Harley Quinn in the Arkham
She
games.
did
I
one too. I
think
mean, like the duck, one of the Ducktales, or Huey and
no,
Louie.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no, not Tara Strong. Tara Strong is someone else. E.G. Daily. That's
that's
who's
it, Daily.
yeah.
Yes, Daily. Yes, yes. I was shocked because if you knew her characters in Rob Zombie's movies, then it's and she also did the song like the Manly Man song from uh, Three and a Half Men.
Oh yeah, that's right. She did that.
I
Men.
was watching a thing on her the other day, and I'm like, oh my god! Once I had to ask who I know her voice because it still had her voice, so I recognized that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know who this is. I've got to see who I think, and then she was because she in one of Rob Zombie's she played a lady of the night at at a bordello type-ish place, and everybody wanted her to be like a Princess Leia because it was supposed to be set in the 70s, I guess. But it was funny because just her character. She's kind of she's just a cute person. Her personality is great. But yeah, I was like, whoa! I didn't realize she did so many different voices.
Yeah, E.G. Daily. I don't know how I got her mixed up with Tara
So,
Strong.
like you know these people's names, like click in here.
Well, you got to remember at one point, and I still kind of do, I want to do animation. That's a bit of a dream of mine. And I like voice actors. I would actually research them, see what they did, who did what. And then I got really upset at a couple of them because they set up um, Vic. I cannot say his last name. Vic Mayana. Anyway, they basically they lied about the guy, said he was a sexual predator, and he's not. Like this dude, he's one of the few guys who is a Christian who actually practices Christianity, and he's a stand-up guy, and it all stemmed from a couple of things. It was a convention that he was signing autographs, and the 16-year-old came up to him and asked if she could hug him and everything. Her mom was right there, and he asked the mom if it was okay, and they hugged. Got
No,
it.
they
Got
didn't.
it.
As
What? What?
they try to act like that was bad.
Well, I'm getting there.
Okay,
They
well,
hugged. It was fine. The girl was so happy. And about 3 years later, for whatever reason, this stupid chick, I want to say Wendy Lee, but I know it's not Wendy Lee. Wendy Lee is a voice actress who has nothing to do with this. But this dumb chick who wrote for Anime News Network decided to do a hit piece on Vic and used that picture to say he was grooming a 16-year-old girl and all of that. Some nasty stuff. It's like, what?
and that is if that isn't like just insinuating bullshit,
Yeah.
dude.
And when one thing comes out, everyone then jumps on the bandwagon because this was when the Me Too movement was very, very strong. And the girl, she came out and said, "No, this didn't happen. You didn't even talk to me. Like, what is wrong with you?" This,
Steve, that form, that's awesome.
yeah, but they didn't listen. They didn't care. You're a victim and you don't know it. It's like, what? So,
Oh my god, please, like trying to force that on somebody, like that's weird.
so So what happened after that? And I know, guys, this has nothing to do with the paranormal or anything, but it's Yapping at Midnight. We talk about whatever we want.
Any,
So,
any,
so uh, what happened next was, again, it was strong with the Me Too movement, all that stuff. A couple of voice actresses came out and said that, yeah, Vic sexually harassed us as well. And I'm just blown away because it's like, no, not him, no. And they said that he sexually harassed them by playing with their hair. I'll get back to that in a second. And eating a jelly bean.
I, a jelly bean.
Okay, so the playing with the hair thing. People at the studios, they all know each other. Everyone's very close. And Jamie Markey, she would go around messing with people's hair and stuff. It's just whatever. And Vic would he would tease her right back. And they even said, "We're family. He's like a big brother to me." All of that. And she said that was sexually harassing her because he played with her hair, something that she would do, and just being playful.
And she would do it.
And she would do it, yes. And it gets even crazier because the people who actually were deviant, like Chris Saban, which is weird for me to say that because Chris Saban is basically like anime Jesus. He's done some questionable things that would elevate to sexual harassment, and
Wow.
it's like, okay, Mr. Saban, let's
They never go after the ones that are the. I mean, there's, I guess you'd say, more legitimate reasonings behind it.
yeah. So, but he's high up on the totem pole. Not Saban, sorry, Chris Sabat. Ugh, idiot Melvin. But anyway, yeah, he's high up on the totem pole. Like he basically voiced Vegeta and Piccolo from Dragon Ball. Oh man, Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. But yeah, so Helm and Schimmel, I want to say, they're pretty much untouchable. But anyway, the jelly bean incident. So this was from Monica Rial, and
Say the jelly bean incident.
well, anyway, this was from Monica Rial, and again, this hurt me because I really like Monica Rial. She seems so nice in every anime you can think of, like probably the first lady of anime at this point. But they were at a convention, and someone gave them jelly beans and everything, and they were signing them, and Monica signed her name on one, and Vic got his like, well, I just ate Monica's bean. That's it.
And they went off on that.
Years later, mind you, Monica was laughing her butt off at the time, everything, and years later, and they went to court and everything because
Over
Vic.
jelly.
Well, no. Vic was wrongfully terminated from Funimation, and they went to court, and he actually lost the case. And it happened in Texas, as a matter of fact. That's where the case was, because that's where Funimation's headquarters in Texas. And this idiot Chump, I can't think. We call him Chump, but it's like Shrump or something. He didn't bother going over the facts or anything like that. And Vic, he was like sued for defamation of character and stuff. But ultimately, he lost the case, lost the appeal, and had to shell out like $500,000 to Monica and Jamie. It's insane. Like, it's actually a really interesting case, but it's just like, come on, dude.
It just sounds so stupid. Like, I mean, not on the point, like, if you, if you defame somebody, yeah, definitely. But he was the one that was wrong. That's,
Yeah.
That's insane.
And he lost all of his voice acting gigs, everything. And the Me Too movement, in the anime world anyway, they tried to blacklist him from conventions. And they successfully did that for about 8 months. But the fans were rallying behind him. It's like, no, we want to see him. We know the truth. And a couple of conventions, man, they said, you know what? We're crossing the line. We're crossing the picket line. And they brought him back.
Aren't they?
Yeah, they brought him back. The some folks didn't like it, and they tried to make a stink over it. No one cared, and they're like, "Yeah, Vic, go, go, go." And this is interesting too because they like to say, and I normally don't like to use this type of language, and I actually had to look it up what it actually meant, but they like joking that Vic pretty much ratioed and did a type of sexual thing to her, basically making her inferior. Like if like let's say someone has a partner and they sleep with someone else and they pretty much rub it in that partner's face. They like to say that Vic did that to Jamie with the chicken sandwich. And the reason for that is because Vic on Twitter took a picture of a chicken sandwich and it had more and Jamie was trying to talk mess, but that chicken sandwich had more likes and comments and everything than whatever she was saying. And
That's actually
so so they like to say
oh, and that probably was a blow to the ego,
oh,
wasn't
she
it?
hated it. Oh, it hurt her a lot.
Legitimately a fucking chicken sandwich.
A chicken sandwich was more popular than her and more liked. And yeah, she
Well,
uh she was quiet for a very long time after that.
sounds like a good thing.
Yeah. So, and Monica did the smart thing. She just silenced herself and tried to get away from it all
She's
because
like, I'm not about this anymore.
yeah, because Monica, she actually gets main roles. Jamie does not. The only roles Jamie Markey gets are in very sleazy anime with some redheaded big boob chick. I'm not making that up. And ironically, Jamie Markey does have red hair, but I, I don't know if that's
Not just a rabbit though.
say that again.
When you say that, a big boobed redheaded animation, I think Jessica Rabbit.
Well, no, not Jessica Rabbit. She wishes. Uh, no, no, never someone that classy. But yeah, so Jamie Markey, she gets bad roles, and it's pretty funny. And then Monica and Jamie are under fire, as well as a few other writing staff at Funimation, because they push agenda when they're translating from Japanese to English and doing the voice lines. And they got busted doing this. And it's like, please don't put your political stuff in the entertainment, but they do that. You know,
Why? Like that's like.
it's sleazy. You know, it's fine. We all have our
Let,
political ideologies.
let us enjoy anime. Please
Yeah.
don't fuck it.
Yeah, and so that's why quite a few people they just and I'm watching the sub instead of the dub. But yeah, Jamie Markey and Monica Rial are notorious for that, unfortunately.
I
And
kind of, even though it takes more effort to watch the sub instead of the dub, I sometimes like it because if you hear it in the traditional language, it sounds so much more exciting.
you see, I'm the opposite way. I prefer dubs over subs because I find the original language very annoying and they all sound alike to me. You know, it's like pretty much and I joke about this with my friend, but I only hear three dialects. You got some little and then you got the yes,
Fair enough.
and then you got normal. So it's just like whiny, deep voice, whatever.
There, yeah, I can,
Like,
yeah.
Nani, Nani Sanya.
You're so gonna offend somebody.
I don't really care. I mean, it's true. I'm not wrong. It goes. That's how they do it.
For us, yeah, it sounds
It sounds
well.
exactly the
Oh,
same.
it's right. We can only tell by the tone, and when the tone is so, you know, you got the like you said. It seems like there's only a few different tones that they do, and it's interesting. But I do kind of like it because it's like also the like I guess more I would say more because I watch a lot of the horror or the like the Death Note or Shiki and all the different ones. So I kind of watch the ones that's got a lot of action. So and the action type sequences, it. I don't know. For me, it's like, oh
Yeah.
man, somebody's getting something done. So I,
Well, next time you watch, listen to them. They're all gonna sound alike. That's all you
yeah,
get.
here now though.
Yeah, you get whiny, normal, deep. That's it. That's all you get. So
So this one that gets the one you said that's the sleazy rolls is the one that's like the jumpy uppy.
no, surprisingly, that's Monica Rial. Monica Rial sounds like a little girl. she, yeah, so she usually gets roles like that as a sidekick, but also main roles and little characters. Like, from a physical standpoint, if the character is a female and little, Monica Rial's most likely going to play her.
Thing. Okay.
Yeah, and she's done that type of voice for them for so long, she legit sounds like that. Usually as voice actors age, their voices get deeper and just a little more raspy. Hers went the opposite direction.
Right. I
S-
like that. That's interesting. I always enjoy. I love, but I like anime. But yeah, it's interesting to know all there is that goes into that. Just the subtitles and the dub and like I can't. Can you imagine how many times they have to take it? Like do takes.
well, surprisingly, it's not as much as you think. There are some voice actors who they get everything in one take. Monica Rial is one such person, and the issue they have is trying to match the flaps or the mouth movement, and so that's why sometimes they speak extremely quickly. And it's like, hey, especially in the '80s, like Speed Racer. Hey, Speed, what are you doing? We've got to go over here. Racer X. Oh no! It's just very
Yeah,
quick and sporadic.
so
So
that it's not so far off.
yeah, so now I believe they slow it down slightly so it can match a bit better. And then you got to remember too that there are some words in Japanese that just don't exist in the English language. And like for instance, I'm gonna just say some gibberish real quick. It actually means something, but you're not gonna understand it. Uh, Kore wa, yeah, here we go. Kore wa oshi kari desu ka? Basically what I said was, is the curry or is this tasty curry? So
That's
it's
all.
like, so like what's a ka? We would just say, is it does this taste good? Is it tasty? But you have to have desu ka for it to be a question. And if you don't have that ka part, then and you have desu, then it changes into this is tasty curry or something like that.
Statement than a question.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you got to translate that, and it's like, what's a ka? What is this? You know, like, well, it just so happens a ka was a Ford uh, hatchback that they put in Japan, and it turns out ka by itself means mosquito, and no one bought that car.
Ah, that's for real.
Yes, that's legit.
Wow. Wonder why they do that.
Stupid. Someone didn't know the translation.
Man.
But it is a lot that goes into it, and then sometimes they'll edit out some of the Japanese and put in English so people can read whatever. Um, and of course episode length matters, and then they have to get permission from the Japanese studios to do any type of editing and changing. Like, it's no true free reign, which is why what Jamie and Monica were doing is so like, ooh, you're playing with fire. The Japanese studio, they didn't know they were changing them like that, so they're playing with fire.
Never got in trouble then.
No, not really. They got called out, but nothing punishment wise.
The animes I would know.
Yes, most likely.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
anyway, I hope people who are still here listening, I hope you're enjoying this.
Yeah,
So,
our nerdy rant on anime there.
yeah, you're getting a different side of me tonight. So
I love it. Question:
yeah,
have you used the bouncing rods yet?
yes, I have been trying to use it. I still need more practice, and my biggest problem is I get nervous, and I know that throws everything off.
You hold on that like this.
Yeah, so I get nervous, and it's like, okay, I can't get nervous. Gotta be normal, darn it.
Breathe.
But I am happy you brought that up because I do want to talk about this. So if you guys don't know, Bonnie and Curtis, they were very nice. Sent me dowsing rods and reverse candle and road opener candle, and I did what was said and all that. And it was very interesting because evidently I had some nasty, not nasty, but just some built up energy, we'll say, to where, and I never saw this before with the candle, dark black all the way down to the last part. And then it cleared up. And it's like, oh, finally.
Right.
Yeah. And the road opener candle, that burned very nicely. At first, though, it was stubborn. It was stubborn. And it was like, we're not going to melt the wax on this side here. We're just going to keep it up. And I'm looking at him like, that's not good. But eventually it balanced out. But the reversal candle, the double action, that one had me concerned because when I first lit it, it went out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, that's not supposed to happen. Let's try this again. All right, there we go. And it did not want to. It was a very low, very weak flame.
That's insane.
Yeah, very, very weak. And then it picked up gradually, but I actually took a picture of them because I wanted to show you. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
show it to you off air. You guys don't need to see that, but I'll show it to you off air. And
Yeah, we don't, but no, that is insane. You know, especially if it happens and it can. It definitely show the amount of negativity you've been. You don't even realize sometimes when you're around. It's like, yeah, and that's why I need to get you another one and send it to you because they're easier to get here where we live.
mm-hmm.
Actually affordable, and they help. They do. But it's, yeah, when you see them burn like that, that's always kind of crazy because you're like, whoa, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just looking. I was like, well, I know this isn't right, but at the same time, I wasn't worried about. It's one of those things where it's like, well, can't worry about it. Just let it do its thing, and
Right.
it did. Oh gosh, all right, something is not happy with me apparently. Uh,
Oh,
but yeah, it did its thing, and it was very interesting. But yeah, it was completely dark, just dark, no see through, dark,
like where you
and
could put your name in it.
yeah, and eventually it lightened up, but it was well past the halfway mark where it's like, okay, this should have happened earlier, but hey, you're cleared up now, so I guess I'll take it.
into the red for sure.
Yeah, and that red part, it lasted a bit longer than I thought it would.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's reversing. That's the reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, so it lasted a little bit longer than I thought it would. But the road opener, that one was a champ.
Oh yeah, it's weird. We've had that happen where it's supposed to be a 7-day candle or whatnot, and it'll last longer, or it doesn't even get. It's like it's gone. It's been gone. You know.
Oh, wait a second. Were those 7-day candles? Oh shoot. They went out in 5.
Well, that's okay. Then
Okay.
but yeah, well, like I said, we've had that happen too.
Okay. So tell me about candle protection, actually, because sometimes we do hear that we should light a candle to absorb negative energy or disperse it to purify. What's going on with that?
I always like if I'm going to do the negative energy, I like to get the black because it will just it absorbs in the black really well. You would want to like a white or something like that afterwards, but the negative is that you just put your intent into the candle that if there's anything that does not belong here that is not um, a beneficial, benefit to me and my family. I ask that the energy, is absorbed into this candle, and so that everything, and then that's of course, and this is the thing, you want to take and remove the wax. You want to remove the wax from the house. You want to try to, take it out to the garbage, whatever, you know, make sure it's out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that listen to things, just don't be a hoarder with your wax. Just not a good one, especially when you're wanting to absorb something that is negative, right? Then of course, like I can't think of anything offhand, but salt would be a good thing to absorb. Like you could put salt around the bottom of the candle or whatnot so that it pulls it and draws it in. Um, you could always add, to me, I think that would probably be the best thing because the salt it draws in a lot of negativity around it as well. So you could use that while burning the candle. And I love candle magic. It's easy, and it works. It really works.
Now,
I've always enjoyed.
um, someone I know, they're trying to do a fortune candle, and what they did was they would get a certain color. In this case, they would get green. I know Curtis, he's like, don't get green, get red. Don't make the dragon come after you. I know. But they would get green, and they would put some type of oil on it, and honey. They would add honey on it, and I can't remember the oil, and I think mint, I want to say.
Okay.
And they would try to get those properties in it to enhance. So, is do you think that's legit? Can you enhance the properties of a candle?
Yeah, by adding different oils or herbs, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you can go a step further. Somebody like myself ain't gonna take on. There are people that will do it, and from my understanding, they promise you it works. But you can put like shreds. Now, what I'm saying is against the law. Don't your face, but right. But some people will put that in there because it's almost like you know what I mean. So it's like drawing in that property too.
Yeah.
Some people will sort of earn it as a way to draw money in.
Yeah. Don't get caught doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a good disclaimer. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, definitely you can add the potency to it. Um, And you don't have to overdo it. You don't look up every freaking herb that works for money spells and have to put everyone in it, right? You don't have to. You can do simple's fine. Um, and like I would suggest, knowing what the because like the honey is going to be more of a sweetness. It's going to draw. Think of a bee. It's going to draw. It's going to attract it to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things sticky and sweet like honey. It's going to draw to me. Um, you want to be able to think of the herbs and how they'll work and how they'll attract said whatever desire you're trying to bring to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So kind of understand how that herb works for that particular, desire.
And this has nothing to do with anything, but you just reminded me of a song from Electric Six, I think they're called, and it's called Danger Danger High Voltage. And it's a lyric in there that it's my desire. It's my desire. Danger, danger, high voltage. So I don't know. That just reminded me of that.
What is that? Is that on a movie or something?
I know they played it on a couple of commercials, and it probably is in a movie. I just don't know which movie. I don't even know how I came across that song. it's it's the weirdest music video too, and the guy singing, like, he's weird, man. If you see him live,
What
huh?
era of music?
This is actually surprisingly for me recent. This is from the 2000, like 2012 or something, and
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
like, it's weird because when you see him live, they show the live concert, and the guy, he just all of a sudden just,
It's weird.
and it's like, okay, and then he goes back to
He's
singing. He just freezes, like, he just freezes,
not
and then he goes back to singing.
part of the act, I
It's
guess.
part of the act. It's just weird, and that music video is just wild. Like,
I'll
this,
that's interesting as hell.
it's a great song though. It's gonna get stuck in your head. I warn you not to listen to it, but it's a great song. You're just
But
gonna
it does
be
get
Electric Six, High Voltage. You're just gonna be going around, danger, danger, high voltage. When we touch, when we kiss.
that weird. That sounds to me. It sounds so 80s in a weird. Like to me, that's what I would think of the 80s.
I would say it's a throwback to some 80 music. And the guy, he
Yeah.
sounds like a South Park character. I mean, like, he sounds like, oh no, what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do when you, uh,
I,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just, oh, danger, danger, high voltage, when we touch,
That's,
when we kiss.
that's so interesting.
It's a weird song, but really good. I would play it, but YouTube will say no and kick me in the head.
Man, like they gotten so strict. Like even oh my god, I think the TikToks got really weird about that shit.
Well, I think TikTok, they lost
They,
licensing with some music group, so
I don't remember what it is, but yeah, like so you'll go back through a lot of these people that do all these lip syncing, and now they're lip syncing to absolutely nothing.
yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean,
That's weird too to me. It's like
yeah,
what
so
happened?
yeah, they lost licensing. I don't know if it was Warner Media or Universal, but they lost licensing.
What is it?
Like Universal Music Group or something, or Warner Music Group.
Because yeah, which
It's
is interesting. Okay, so they evidently had it at one point, and then wonder what caused that to stop.
money.
Like, money.
I mean, that's the simple end of it,
But
just money.
like, wait a minute. So why is this amount not good enough now? It's kind of weird to me.
Well, inflation. We'll just go with that.
True,
It's like,
but but when's the last time you bought a CD, Mel?
Long time.
Same. So I mean, like,
Yeah,
at least the music still gets heard that way.
but to be fair, I dislike most modern music, and I have all the music I like on vinyl, so it doesn't matter for me.
You are a nerd, and it's crazy. I love it though.
Oh,
Like you
hello,
love the vinyl.
hello, DK. Welcome.
Okay,
Vinyl sounds better.
vinyl.
It does. It
So
actually sounds
do you have
better.
a big record player, or do you have just like a small one?
No, I have a legit. Oh, you guys can't see it, but it's right over here. I have a legit. It's about 4 feet long. Yeah, 4 feet long, 3 feet high. Yeah.
You
Speak.
have one of the big things. You
Oh
have
yeah,
one
this
big.
sucker's from the freaking 60s or 70s. So
That's cool as hell, dude. Yes.
yeah. So and yeah, vinyl sounds better. It honestly sounds
I
better.
remember my first little records were my vinyl records with a small little Motown. I
Oh,
loved it.
that's the right
Yeah,
way to go. Can't beat Motown.
and a bunch of Motown.
Yeah. So here, pop quiz. Can you figure out my favorite Motown group and my favorite Motown song?
Already,
Say that again.
I think I already know it.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, Sunshine Band or something.
Sunshine Man. That doesn't sound right. No, but no. Oh, you talking
No,
about Casey and the Sunshine Band? That's not Motown.
not.
No.
Hold on, that was older than Motown, right?
No, that's post Motown. I mean, no, no. Bottom line, it's not Casey,
Not Casey. Okay.
but I do like him.
Female or male for a band? Can you give me that hint?
Um, Mel, Mels, I will say.
Bee Gees? No, just playing.
Well, the Bee Gees aren't Motown either. What the heck, Bonnie?
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Charlie. I don't know. I'm hearing
I mean, you said two things that weren't even Motown, so at least get one thing that's part of Motown. Say Marvin Gaye at least.
Marvin Gaye.
Not Marvin Gaye, although Marvin Gaye is my mom's all-time favorite singer.
Didn't he unalive somebody?
No, you could say killed. I don't care. I'm not monetized. Uh,
Okay.
no, he was killed. His father killed him.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Because I knew that there was some weird tragic story with him. Okay.
Yeah, I think that happened in L.A. as well. But no, not Marvin Gaye. It is The Temptations, My Girl.
Oh, really? I love it.
Yeah,
You
that
said it was
is.
part of Motown? I didn't know that.
You didn't know The Temptations were Motown?
I didn't know.
Yeah, The Temptations, My Girl. Just I love it, and of course that bass just doom 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 doom.
Yeah.
Bow, 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 bow. Man,
I got sunshine.
yeah, David Ruffin busting it out. Oh man.
Oh, wow. Dude, I love that. I like that one.
I love this. Tanya says, I feel so Gen Z right now.
Who said that?
Tanya. And then DK, he busts out, I don't even know what Motown is. What's a Motown? Is that like a Twinkie? Can you eat it?
No, you can't eat it. Don't eat it.
No, but yeah.
Jackson 5 were, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the Temptations, my girl.
Did the Jackson 5 start out Motown or did they go to Motown?
They started off Motown, then they left. And Barry
Or was-
Gordy Barry Gordy tried to keep them in. He pushed his daughter on him, all that. He's like, no, stay, stay. But the problem was with Michael, because he became the superstar. And, you know, if he goes, that's it. You know, I'm sorry, Jermaine, Tito, and all you guys, but you just don't have it.
Well, he was just a whole different thing. Like, it had to be hard to be a sibling, to be on, like, that's like literally living in a shadow. And it was just pure, I mean, it was pure, I mean, the talent. Just the talent is undeniable, but, you know.
Yeah, but Joe Jackson,
Oh, what a piece of shit.
I mean, part of it is, and I try not to get on people's beliefs, but part of it was him being a Jehovah's Witness, and
It's that.
yeah, and he took away their childhood, and he installed in them great worth,
Oh,
huh?
that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, he was a Jehovah's Witness, the whole family. So it explains Michael a bit more, and he took away their childhood. They did not have a childhood, and that's why when a lot of them, when they reached a certain age, they left. They got away from him. A lot of them are crazy too, but except for Tito. Tito's pretty cool. Tito, just give me my hat and my base. I'm good. But uh, Joe Jackson and his beliefs and his work that just pushing him, pushing him, pushing him. I get it. I see what he tried to do. He went about it the wrong way. And part
Oh,
of it is because he is, or I think, is he still alive? I think he's dead now, but he was a Jehovah's Witness.
I did not know that, though.
Hmm.
That's interesting. That makes some sense there.
Yeah.
Wow, so they were the kids, I'm guessing, were all raised that way with that. That's a lot.
Yeah. And you got to remember too, they grew up extremely poor. Gary, Indiana, that's the ghetto.
With the in Jehovah's Witness, they don't do Christmas, they don't do any kind of a holiday.
Yeah. They can't even run for president at the school because it's like, you're pushing yourself and you're trying to be special.
But then he wants them to be famous.
In the spotlight and all that. So he saw the talent that his kids had. That's the thing, and he was right, but you got to let a kid be a kid. That's why
Because I feel like that literally was so much trauma for. Well, because the other ones, I guess, did they have more? I mean, if he was raising them like that, I guess they didn't really have much more of a childhood than he did either.
no, none of them had a childhood. Oh, and DK busts in like that's actually a really cool fact, and yeah, that explains so much.
It does. No, I had no freaking idea. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you knew that. We learned something right now. That's interesting. I have to tell her that's interesting.
Yeah, so Michael, I know he was a weirdo to an extent, but he literally had an inner child.
Our friends, Janae's experience with what her mother did as a job. So no, they're weird.
And he had an inner child that needed to be fed.
We don't understand it. It's a lot of them. It seems like they go. Is overboard good enough a term to use?
Yeah.
I feel like that's making it light.
Well, but that's the only way to put it. I mean, a good example are the Disney kids. A lot of them, when they're free of the mouse, oh come on, when they're free of him, good old Mickey, oh boy, and
right, because like
they go nuts.
Weird, it's having like this weird, I guess, where they're so sheltered for so long. And that when they get one little taste of freedom, they just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. And
if Michael, think about it, every day was Christmas with him afterwards.
Yeah.
With that kind of money, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. And so, you have to act a certain way, dress a certain way. You can't do this, can't do that. Just like, I think I spoke about this with Niema last podcast. In Japan, the idol scene is huge. Like, idols are very weird to me, and they have to pretty much keep a certain type of identity. They always have to put on an act, always smile, be cheerful, be humble, this and that, look cute. You better not gain 10 pounds or else. and it beats you up. And then a lot of times when they're out of that, they disappear. It's like, I am done. It's amazing. Some of them don't go crazy.
You would think,
And
right?
I know this one chick. She, man, this was a looker too. I'm so upset. This is the one time where it's like, wow, that could have been me. She got out of the game and she just married an average Joe, like some ugly looking guy. He's nothing special, but you see her and it's like something wrong here. And I'm just like, that could have been me. I had a shot if I was in Japan, of course.
Wow, though. But so she just wanted to. It sounds like all she wanted was something very ordinary, very just plain.
Yeah. And I believe she is a radio host now.
But there, from my understanding, it seems like, okay, we have, where there's, I guess you would call them, super fans or whatnot. But over in Japan, though, isn't it kind of like insane?
Yes and no. I would say that it's similar, but also different because of cultural things. The idol scene, they are groomed to look a certain way. It doesn't happen naturally. These are machines that are made in a factory. Like sometimes you do have to have a specific look, of voice, yes, but the talent takes a backseat to the acting. If you can act it, you're good to go. And you create this false image into these guys. That's why they say that female idols can't have boyfriends, male idols can't have girlfriends because you're selling a product. You're selling a fantasy and making it think like, "Oh my gosh, you're perfect. This is what I want." Whereas over here, we don't necessarily sell that type of fantasy, but it's more of you could have this too if you work hard enough and look how perfect I am and you want to be like me. You don't want to necessarily have me, but you want to be like me.
That is interesting. A different way to, yeah, there's a whole different perception on it for sure. You know, it's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
the K-pop is weird to me.
Yeah, I don't get it, but hey, people love it, so more power to them. Uh,
They all look 12 years old, and that kind of bothers them to me.
yeah, well, that's the point. They're supposed to. They want them to look young and cute, not necessarily for predatorial reasons, but your value goes down when you age. So the
Sorry, you're 13. You're out.
yeah, so I mean, it's some who make it to their 30s, but very rare. And I remember that this woman, part of the biggest group in Japan, this idol group, like AR 50, 40, I don't know. And I'm embarrassed to say this, but they have a song called Heavy Rotation. I hate how catchy that song is. It's a weird song though, because you hear it and it's like, oh my God, this is so cheerful and cute and pretty. And then you see the video and it's all these women in lingerie. And I was like, oh,
Whoa.
so it's like, oh, you have a cute bum. But it's like, whoa, what's happening here? It's, this, the
I
video
think the
doesn't.
one I ever really looked into. This you're gonna laugh at me because it was because of Kill Bill. But the dun 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 dun, I can't remember the name. 1, 2, 3, 4 or something is the name of the band. I think I can't. Girl band.
I will have to
But
look them up.
Yeah, that one was it. But they were like dun 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 dun, and they would, and I couldn't tell what the hell they were saying. They would say, I think they said like they would go 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that at first. But then I couldn't understand a word. But it was catchy. It was catchy.
Some of it is catchy. Yeah, so that heavy rotation, it's like, I love you, I need you, we are together. It's like, I like this. This is cute. See the video. Oh, this isn't so cute. Oh, this is something else. I mean, I still like it, but it's definitely something else. The woman who... Yeah, the woman who directed that video and did it up, they pretty much got on her case hard. Like, what is this? And she said, well, the girls always play around together, and I thought it would be fun that they play around in lingerie and kiss on each other and smack butts for a music video.
So weird.
That sounds cutesy. I'm gonna send you that video. You're gonna be like, okay, this is odd. But anyway, what I was saying was, one of the people who was part of that group, she got caught with the boy, and I think she was in her very early 20s, like 23 at the time. And for penance, she was made a public spectacle of herself, cried, and shaved her head.
What?
Well, in Japan, shaving your head is seen as a form of penance, but yeah, the video's on YouTube. Like, and then another one had a nervous breakdown on stage, just
For
like,
just an adult that's living their life.
no, but it's against the rules. You can't have that. But I can only imagine how many of them sneak around though. It's just like, please don't.
Yeah. Well, like, come on, that would be weird, and they're getting this attention from people because of who they are anyway in the first place. So it's like, what a, not even a double-edged sword. We're just what a fuck. What the heck, dude? That's insane.
So DK, he says something very interesting here. When I used to do photography management, I learned that if you want to get into the bigger names like Vogue, you start around 16, which is crazy. They own you.
What?
Yeah.
Even as a photographer? That's
Yeah. Insane.
yeah, because if they train you, ooh, that's like a life
Oh,
hack.
he said, no, not the photographer, just the models.
Oh shit. That's,
Yeah,
and
so,
that's hard. Can you imagine?
yeah. It's, actually, I know a model. Morgan, she used to do some modeling, and she told me a few interesting stories. So
The modeling thing is scary. I feel sorry for those women.
yeah, I don't know why you would want to do it, but hey, it's your choice. More power to you, I guess. Now, I don't actually find many models attractive, to be totally honest with you. And whatever they're selling, they never sell it to me. It never works. I just look at it. It's like, how much does this cost? Oh, well, it's top of the line. It's Gucci Gabbana. Like, first of all, I don't know what that is. That means nothing to me. It sounds like it's some type of deformed fish. Gucci Gabbana or some STD. What's going on? I got Gucci Gabbana. It flared up again. You
It
know.
kind of does.
It's like, what the heck is this? Like, ooh, it's red bottom shoes. When are
Oh
we
my
gonna
God.
ever look at the bottom of a shoe?
I, I don't get it either.
It's,
I don't. And for the, like, oh my God, the people, the purses, the people, the amount of money. It's like, I wouldn't have any money to put in that purse if I paid that kind of money for it.
yeah, I don't get it. Like, like, okay, well, how about this? And I'll be a cheap model for people too. Like, since you guys want some weird modeling stuff, hire me and I will sell you this mess. But here's the thing. I'm going to sell it at a discount because no sane person is going to pay. And it's true. Like, and this is what gets me. The people who have the money never buy the stuff. They never pay for it. They get it for free.
Isn't that weird?
It's like, what
I
the
know.
heck?
Well, okay, that's another thing. Like the Kardashians and all that, they're getting all these free shit all the time. I'm like, they're the people that can afford it.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's free advertising. I know. And it's like, oh yeah, their little sheeple people are gonna come on over. And I get it, but it's like I just couldn't do that. Like if I owned a restaurant or a clothing store or something and someone came to me, oh, actually true story here. Story time. So my mom, she used to do hair. She used to sell weaves and all that. And it was real hair. So one day Tyra Banks contacts her, and
What?
yeah, and Tyra Banks, she's crazy and a cheapskate, and she wanted some hair from my mom. And she said, like, yeah, I'll wear it on the show. I'll advertise you and all of that. And my mom was like, okay, that's cool. We could do that, but you still got to pay for it. And it's like, but here's the thing. We know Tyra Banks has money. It was $300. We know she has money. She's like, no, I can't do that. That's a little out of my range. What? She wanted some free hair. She thought that was going to work on my mom. Like, that's not going to work on her. She's like G.I. Jane.
Oh,
Uh,
I love the fact that mother told her no.
Yeah, it's like, no, get out of here. I don't need you. But
Wow. Like, oh, I'll do you a favor by like telling everybody how wonderful it is. Like,
yeah.
no.
So and yeah, so
But that's so weird. They act like that. It's so mind blowing, dude.
yeah, so Tyra Banks is crazy though. I remember hearing that when she dated John is it Singletary? I want to say John Singletary or John Singleton. I always get the last names mixed up, but he was the director for Boys in the Hood. And and yeah, I believe they dated at one point, and she went to his house and decided to redecorate, and in his bedrooms was pictures of her.
I, that is so cringy, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and needless to say, he said, "Nope, you got to go."
That is a red flag.
Yeah. So
That's
Tyra,
a his number one. It's like, to me, it's also kind of like kissing her ownership
yeah,
of him, you know, kind of in a weird, he's mine.
yeah.
Like, I'm kind of in that way. And you would think that somebody that looks like her would not be
Oh,
insecure, but it shows that she's might have a little bit of insecurity there.
oh, she is insecure. Like, and I don't know. Tyra Banks isn't all that attractive to me. Like, if you look at her in that dome of hers, you can see some planets orbiting. Just
Okay, she does got a vibe.
her and Rihanna, like Rihanna, that's another one. Boy, has its own solar system. And I tried to find its zip code one day.
Well, but there's also something about Rihanna to me, though. I think Rihanna's also cute. So maybe that's.
She doesn't do it for. I don't like her. I just get too fixated on that forehead, and it's gravitational pull. It just no.
It
I
is
should.
weird to have that it's, you know.
No, but yeah, but then I have very specific tastes, so you know, I like short petite chicks. That's pretty much it. So and red.
Sure.
Oh my god. So I hope this person never ever sees this, but I ran into someone, and this is just freaking hilarious. We're yapping and everything. Nothing, not any type of flirting, but I like joking around sometimes. And I said, yeah, okay. All you gotta be is short, petite, about 5'1", maybe 110 pounds, and you have to have dark hair and red hair. And she laughed so hard because she's like, I'm 5'1", 107 pounds. I have black hair that fades into red.
She check.
Yeah, and then I said, well, now if you happen to be a good cook, and I love cooking. I actually worked in restaurants.
Was she hitting on you, Melvin, and you didn't even know?
Well, that's a whole other story. I don't know. I can't tell that stuff. That's
You,
beyond me at that point.
you were just probably too embarrassed.
No, I wasn't expecting all of that. That's just insane. Like, huh.
Every check.
Yeah. Oh no, and then get this. This is what is even crazier. I was like, okay, well, if you happen to be into the paranormal and supernatural, I love the paranormal and supernatural. I actually went to a cemetery to mess with the Ouija board. I was like, huh.
My kind of gal.
Yeah, over there, like, yeah, I used to work with Hecate. And I was just like, really? Huh.
and you didn't get her, like, you didn't.
We're still
Trust.
talking.
Okay.
Don't worry. But
Okay.
it's just one of those things where it's like,
Go for it.
huh. Well, I don't know how to go for it. That's the problem. It's me here. I'm over here, I'm thinking like this is how you hit on a chick. Hey,
I like.
foxy lady. You know?
No. Or you going? I like bread. You like bread? I like bread.
Not that bad. Not Scott Pilgrim. Oh, and DK, he's over there. It's a trap. It's a trap.
It might be.
It's very possible. It's very
I mean,
possible.
DK, he's had. We were talking about earlier, the alien girl.
Uh-oh. I understand. I get it.
You've had some wild ones now.
Yeah, so she yeah, that just caught me off guard by a lot because I joke around when I say it. I mean, yes, I do like redheads. I honestly do, but that's not the end all be all. I really don't care about a person's hair
Even
color.
exotic.
Say that again?
Exotic.
Yeah, to a degree. Although this chick is probably about as exotic as a daisy. But
What? What is that?
what? An exotic as a daisy?
Yes, to me that's like plain. Don't sound plain.
I'm not complaining. I'm fine with that. I have no issue with that. But I'm just saying she's not from the jungles of Argentina or, we're not going to hear something from Dolomite way down in the jungles deep, you know. So, but yeah, so it just caught me off guard. It's like,
That's
okay.
cute.
Well, that's funny. So, I don't know. I just told her straight up like, "Look, I'm bad at flirting and hitting on people. I'm a dork, so what you get's what you get."
You crack me up sometimes.
Well, I was just being straightforward.
Uh-huh.
You know,
That
well,
was the time that it come at you and you're like, oh, oops, said too much.
well, she's still yapping with me for some reason. So,
Well, that's awesome. That's good.
I, is she's a semi-city girl, and I'm talking to DK. She's a semi-city girl and a very outsidey girl. Like she likes camping and mess. And I told her like, okay, well, cool. You can go camping and hiking. You just, drag me up the trail. Because I'm surely not going to make it. So just grab me by the feet and start dragging.
Oh man, thinking you camping is kind of funny.
Oh, thinking me camping is not going to end good. I will come back 20 pounds lighter and just running to McDonald's.
I can imagine you hearing something like an owl hooting in the middle of the night, scaring me.
Well, no, that doesn't scare me. That actually does not scare me. I like hearing nature sounds and stuff, and I could usually point out what it is. What
But yeah,
scares like what scares me is not knowing what to freaking eat. That's what scares me.
you're. Oh my god! If you were any more Taurus, I don't even
And
know. Like you, legitimately, like when people tease about Taurus, you are that.
my picture
Always
comes up.
eat what your snacks are going to be, how you're going to cook.
It's so funny
You're
you say that because earlier today I was like, I wish I had some tricks. You know what? I'm gonna get some tricks, and I've just been snacking on them. And I'm thinking about them right now, and they're like right across from me, and it's so tempting.
it's so tasty, huh?
I like tricks; they're good. I kind of have to switch up from the shredded mini wheats. I was like, okay, let's go to something else.
Oddly enough.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I eat cereal without milk because I don't really care for. I just like it dry.
Well, I do that too now, but I'm not a big milk person in the first place.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, when I was younger, I used to make fun
It's
of.
filmy. It tastes like,
Yeah.
yeah, you've always got that aftertaste in your mouth afterwards.
No,
For
I don't.
me.
Yeah, so it's weird. Now, strawberry milk, I'll drink. I'll do that. Give me some strawberry Nesquik, and we're good to go.
That reminds me, I saw this one video the other day where a parent points at the can of the straw. It was like the can kind, but they pointed at that and they said, "What is that?" He goes, "That's." The little kid goes, "That's some good shit." I thought that was the cutest thing. I'm like, he ain't wrong, technically, but I think it took the parents off guard because But it was some good shit. My sister liked the strawberry. I liked it. My favorite was chocolate. I loved it. I would think, oh my god, I would go and eat the powder and
Oh.
chocolate. Yes, as a kid, I was a weird little kid. I mean, I'm still weird.
You
Not much,
I'm not a big chocolate fan.
really.
Yeah, chocolate doesn't. I mean, I like milk chocolate every now and then, and I like high end chocolate, but
So do you semi-sweet sweets or no sweets?
I prefer sour over sweet. But if I'm gonna have something sweet, I
Savory over sweet.
yeah, well, sometimes. But if I'm gonna have something sweet, I like it baked. Now that's my kryptonite. Like some cheesecake, cherry pie. Oh my God,
Okay.
croissants, danishes. Oh,
And
oh.
like upside down cake.
No, no. That could go somewhere. That doesn't.
No.
No.
Okay, so not a cakey person.
Oh no, I like cake, just not that one.
What cakes do you like?
Red
I mean, now,
velvet.
why are we talking? We're talking about cakes.
Well, you did it. Red
Yeah.
velvet. Oh boy, red velvet's my favorite, which a lot of people don't understand. Red velvet cake is not chocolate cake. It uses cocoa, not chocolate. There's a difference, and it's a difference. It's not chocolate.
Curtis likes red velvet.
Yeah, red velvet. I like vanilla. I like yellow, and strawberry. And oh my gosh, I'll never forget this. This made me so mad. I'm still upset about it. My grandmother one day made just the most beautiful white cake, icing, and just, oh, and she ruined it by putting coconut on it. Ugh.
That was a grandparent. My grandma used to make these same type of cake. And now my grandmother would make, they were like stacked. They were huge, dude. Like 4 or 5 layers. But then she would add that coconut.
Ugh. I hate coconut.
I'm
Ugh.
not, I'm not a coconut anything. Like, okay, yeah, I'm just not a, no, I like pina coladas.
I've never had one.
I like that, which is weird because it is coconut, but it's not the coconut flakes at all.
It's the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, I totally messed up the alerts here. That's not supposed to be doing that. There we
What?
go. I think I fixed it. Sorry. Oh, you can't see it, but it's just the notification mess. But yeah, I don't like coconut. I remember I had an almond joy because it looked delicious, and I didn't know it was coconut, and I spit
Chris,
that thing out.
that's great. Well, Christopher likes that, and that's kind of blows my mind. Like,
The kid's an
and
alien.
I'll eat that. I'll eat that. Christopher has cracks me up, dude. And let me tell you, he has been drawing anime, and he is good.
Yeah, I saw what you posted. Like, he's extremely talented.
Dude, I mean, and it's only the more he does it, and he'll just look at the character and then I'm like, the first time I actually I was like, you traced this, and he goes, no, I didn't. Like, and he looked so offended. I said, you really just did this? I said, how'd you do it? He said, I just looked at the picture. I'm like, I just looked at the picture.
Yeah, he can see the lines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he can see lines.
yes, and he's able to place the placement and like without erasing it 100 million times. Like, it blows my mind. He's getting better, and I love it because he seems to kind of really be into the anime sense of things. Like, lately I've never heard of One Piece until him.
Yeah, I would recommend for art and getting that stuff, don't do the anime. Do 60s to 80s American cartoons, because anime, a lot of times people don't understand this. With anime, they skip a lot of steps and take shortcuts because they have to do so much so soon with scenes. So
Right.
he should look at, oh, actually, Batman TAS. Curtis will love
Okay.
that. And practice the drawing from that, or
Because like he will sit there and take like different things that I'll suggest. Like he's gonna do some for Jordan because like I think from I'm trying to think. I think it's from Tokyo Ghoul. He's gonna do something for Jordan. It's a little more in depth, I guess. Some of those characters. One of them's not so much, but one of them is.
yeah.
But I'll have to get him to do a Batman one. That would be neat.
Yeah, look towards the American stuff. Nothing against anime or anything, because I do enjoy it, but I know they take shortcuts, and they have
Right.
to. They are on time crunches.
Well, right, and they're literally constantly making new.
New things, or
Yeah.
maybe not the anime, but the mangas would be better. It's usually a
Yeah.
little bit more detailed than that. And
Well,
hello, Nick.
so and he blows because he's drawn the last year he drew a dragon.
Mhm.
He did amazing on that, which is crazy because just by looking at a picture that somebody did, he's just So once he is able to start getting his own and hear what he's wanting to portray on the paper, I think he's just learning how to do the work. And he took art and sculpt, but he does better. He's like Curtis when it comes to just by actually doing it, which I'm blown away. I'm so jealous. His brothers are so jealous. Toby's like, I can't even make a stick figure that looks actually even halfway like a stick figure.
Looks like Toby takes after me.
Well, like I was more on pop art. I would not make a person. I liked doing eyes because I could somewhat get the eyes, but other than that, well, if you like Picasso, but not even a good Picasso. Okay?
Yeah, no, I don't like abstract too much.
The nose over here, one eye over here, one eye over here.
Yeah, no. My attempts at art is so bad it would be considered amazing modern art, and that's terrible. So, hello, Nick. Don't worry, I have been looking into John, and maybe May. I'm gonna try to set something up. So don't worry, I'm on top of it. And what are you doing up so late? What are you? Thank you for being here, I guess. And there are somebody watching who has not hit that like button. So whoever that is, hit the like button, please. Whoever you are, even if you're not signed in, sign in and hit it, and then sign back out, please. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pretty. Thank you.
I only had one art class. Well, no, I take it back. I had two art classes. One was very ghetto, so I don't count that one too much. Like this guy, he would show up in like some type of Egyptian outfit and mess. It was like, what is happening here? And he was trying to teach I can't say this word, optical illusions with art.
Yeah.
I never did get that. For whatever reasons, it just never worked out.
I cannot see them. I can sit there and stare for hours.
And oh, thank you, guys. Well, somebody hit it. Oh, wait. Okay, so now we have one more extra viewer, and the like and view is off again. So whoever the extra person is, please hit the like if you can. That would be awesome. You don't actually have to, but please.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate. Oh, man.
That's cool. No, that's it. Jordan actually would watch Bob Ross, and he could, of course, it's Bob Ross, but he could end up with something halfway decent. Yeah. And that's the only way Jordan could ever do something. He's like, look, Mom, he was so proud.
Yeah, well,
it's like, the bird.
That's the cool thing about Bob Ross. He developed a system where everyone can do it. The problem is everyone can do it and it all looks the same.
Yeah.
That's the issue, But Bob Ross, people, they kind of get on him a little bit because, it's like it's a lot of nature and this and that. But if you actually saw his art away from the joy of painting, when he's not painting in 30 minutes to an hour burst, whoa,
Right.
it's mind blowing.
For me, for him to be able to teach like that, though, it says something on its
Yeah.
own. Because literally, like, Jordan was like, he was like, Mom, look. I'm like, what? Because I was shocked. I'm like, because I heard him in there watching. I'm like, are you? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Didn't expect what to came out. And it did good. It was insane. I was like, motherfucker really can teach.
Now, what I would do though, because I like being unique to a degree, I would use the opposite colors. Like instead of a blue sky, I would make it an orange sky or a purple sky or something. Instead of a green tree, I'll go yellow or red because I want it to be unique. I don't want it to look like everyone else's. Like, and that's always been a problem of mine. I don't like having the same thing as other folks. Yeah, it's
Right.
just it's weird. I don't know why I'm that way. No, Bob Ross was not a serial killer. Good Lord, no.
What? The farthest thing. That's like saying that Mr. Rogers was a serial killer.
Yeah, no, Bob Ross was not a serial killer. Um, but yeah, I just like a certain type of uniqueness. But then here's the kicker. I don't like standing out. I don't like being noticed.
Uh,
So it's just two weird contradicting
or
things.
there's like, look at this that Melvin did.
Yeah, no, it's like look at this, but I didn't do it. Let me walk over here. it's,
Really?
yeah, I don't. It's so odd. I don't like attention. I mean I want my stuff seen, but I don't want the attention.
I get it.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Just like the book. That's why I don't use my full name. It's just Mel S. I don't really
Yeah.
want the attention.
Right. Melvin is. That's still funny to me, though.
Yeah, I just no, I don't want it.
You're like, hey.
Bob. So wait a second, DK. He says Bob Ross paintings were just where he hid the bodies in chronological order, like a flip book.
Now that is an interesting take on it there. Wouldn't that, but the whole world would have been full, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of happy DK brought up serial killers, or rather the killer thing, because this is definitely going down your alley. Without saying too many names, Moron, I think everyone knows who that is. Moron says something about Gypsy Rose, and I knew nothing about Gypsy Rose because I don't really look into the killer thingy Bob. I'm literally watching Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, so that's hey neighbor,
Right.
a happy little cloud. I'm literally on that end of the spectrum. So, it's so much misinformation with that. A lot. How does it make you feel when it's something you're passionate about? Because you get into these weird true crime things, and you are passionate about it. You really are. How does it make you feel when you see a moron just spout, "Oh wow, thank you so much, Nick. You didn't have to do that. We're just kicking it tonight. Thank you. I really appreciate that." How does it make you feel when you see someone spouting so much nonsense and just craziness and get
And
so much attention?
angry for one, because number one of her points was that, oh, she's just using it to make money and to get attention, but you're doing the same video. Or, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell is she doing this video for? first of all. Second of all, everything she talked about. So one of her things with the Gypsy Rose that she mentioned was that Nick had been to the house before. He'd never been to that house. The day he killed her mother was the only time he'd ever been there. And she was trying to throw the demon ideology on it, saying that, oh yeah, he said, I'm like, no, he didn't. Where did he say this? Because he had never been to that house before. So if that house brought that out into him, that would have been a one-time thing. At least if she was going to say, she needs to put it, don't make it like that house always brought it on. That house had demons. Like, bitch. Obviously, it makes me angry. Misinformation in any kind of murder case is fucked up. At the end of the day, did she do enough time? I hope when they let her release her that they're going to make sure that she keeps on getting mental help, because what she went through was beyond. The thing is, the idiot, that idiot kept to me, it felt like she was minimizing what happened to Gypsy Rose. Her mother literally had her teeth, she had to have her teeth pulled because of the medications that her mother had her taking that she didn't even need, okay? Because a lot of those medicines were so harsh on her that the teeth would just crumble out of her head. For years, she didn't have hair. Her mother would shave her head too. Well, would tell her, you have cancer, you have this, you have that, which is just. And Melinda kept, I said her name.
That's okay.
She kept minimizing, I can't say it, minimalizing it. And you can't, to me, you can't minimize something like that. It's irritating as fuck. Because, for one, it seems to me, her whole issue is, it sounds almost like jealousy. Did she, then she makes the accusation, well, did she sacrifice her mother to the devil so that she could get fame? No, that's exactly what she was thinking of when she was literally being like a prisoner in her own home. Like, that's exactly what she was thinking of. Like, I don't understand why Melinda wants to puts that damn demonic twist on everything. First of all, I mean, I guess because she needs something to talk about, and that gets, And she always finds the thing that's most edgy. I'm shocked that she didn't do the fucking Super Bowl. Or what is it? No, the Taylor's, was it? I was telling you. I was mentioning something. I said, watch it. No, it was the Super Bowl thing. That one girl that everybody was talking about. Anyway, but it's like, and everything she was saying, it came off as jealousy, in my opinion. Because she didn't say it outright. But she did say this, why does she deserve to be this famous and this, and all these people handing her things and subscribing to her? And I'm like, are you fucking I'm thinking, are you jealous? Like, this person, number one, she spent, 8 years in jail.
Yep.
And I'm sure the whole mentioned by proxy, there has got to be where she's still. I can't imagine that she doesn't miss her mother. because that is some weird psychological crap, okay? Even though her mother did all these things to her, she loved her mother. The kid felt like, obviously, it was like there was no other way of her getting out. She had tried, and see, this is what Melinda does, it fails to notice. She doesn't look so deep into it. She had tried to get away. Her mother dragged her back, and then, like literally handcuffed her to the bed.
Yeah, that's...
When she was a fucking adult, like, the girl, like, Gypsy didn't even know how her actual age. So if she doesn't know her actual age, you know, she can make her think, well, you have to live with me. You know, I mean, a parent like that, when you keep her so away from, what's it called, and so sheltered and away from anybody, or like very limited internet access, only, like, she had to sneak basically finally to get internet access, and then learn all this world that's out there. Well, think about, like we were talking about, like these fucking Disney people that work for Disney and stuff. Anybody that like gets this weird rush of, you know, what is actually out in the world, and they get to actually experience it, they kind of lose their shit, right?
Yeah.
And to have like some kind of, you know, some mental issues, and then a mother that's got mental health issues and fucking up all your, what they're telling you, that one's a hard one. Other than it pisses me off because the amount of misinformation, the amount of just making fake, false accusations. And to me, it's because of her own bitterness. It's upsetting. Now, has Gypsy done some? Yeah, she's done some questionable things that are, since she's been out. Like, but are they any different than other? Like, I think she said, I think that people are making a big deal because somebody made a video about her, and she kind of will go after some of her haters. Well, I guess she doesn't see herself as, like, she's not Britney Spears, you know what I mean? Like, she's famous for something totally different.
Yeah.
And she's still, I'm sure, having to learn to deal with emotions and deal with public. She needs a lot of help. She needs a lot of help right now. And to realize that, you know, I'm not going to tell somebody don't go after somebody that's, you know, talking shit about you. Like, she's human. At the end of the day, she's human.
Yeah.
Like, but people are acting like, you're going to go back to jail for threatening. I said, she literally said, she said where she lives. Why don't we meet up? Basically, like, let's fight. I took it basically like, let's fight type of thing. Like, I guess people could take it as aggressiveness, but I think some people are blowing shit way out of proportion. I think maybe people should have thought about that before they let her out. Was the 8 years long enough for murder?
Mm-hmm.
No, not in my opinion. No.
Yeah, but was she somewhat justified?
Oh,
you know, so
I don't know who could handle what she went through. No, I mean, is it justified to kill somebody? No, but at the same time, anybody else put in that situation?
yeah, so I would say she probably should have gone to she probably should have gone to some type of mental health thing. To me personally, because of the history, I'm not saying taking a life is ever really justifiable, but we do have to look at the reasons behind it.
Normal, like, she doesn't understand what normal is.
Yeah, so it's one of those mixed bags, and Nick is challenging you to a debate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what type of debate, but we will get it on. We will figure it out, and ding ding, it's on. So we'll we'll figure out the details later. But oh wait, Bonnie, do you accept?
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right, cool.
What?
There we go.
Hold on. If it's something I don't know anything about, I'd be like, no.
I'm pretty sure it would be something you both know about. I don't think Nick is the type. He's just gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna talk about thermal physics on the dark side of the moon. Yeah, no, he's not that type. Oh, and he
It,
also said he's drunk, so that could also play. He might not remember this. So,
oh, but
um,
I. That, but yeah, I feel for Melinda, it's just jealousy. It's just straight up, which is weird. Why be jealous of something like that? Like that poor girl went through hell, real hell, not Melinda's fake where she lived in hell for 8,000 years or whatever.
yeah,
And her home was supposed to be her safest place, but it wasn't.
I think part of it is she went through, not Gypsy, but the moron went through stuff herself, and it's like, where's my red carpet? I struggled, and I think it's partially that. And DK said that there's a good movie on, oh gosh, I don't know how to say that word, Manchuism. What is this, Munchausen?
Munchausen syndrome by proxy, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a Netflix movie called Run, and it deals with that topic.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Well, okay, Mel, did you ever watch Sixth Sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know the little girl that was being fed poison by her mother?
Yep.
That is basically what Munchausen is, because the mother was getting all this attention because, oh, you got a sick. That is Gypsy Rose's mother.
Oh, okay.
Could have, like, literally, no, it could have, had it progressed, we don't know. It might have ended up, ooh, it gives some chills. It could have ended up the other way around.
Yeah. So, oh, and
That
it,
way.
it looks like Nick is going to debate you on military.
I don't know. Like, okay.
All right, so it's on if, you know, he doesn't forget and I don't forget and you don't forget. Oh, I'm not going to forget, but
Is it okay if I call? Can I get that? What is it? The one person I call for my.
what, a phone a friend? This isn't Who Wants
Yeah.
to Be a Millionaire. This is like
Yeah.
ghetto debate central. Like, no, you don't get a phone a friend.
He's my military expert.
Well, no.
Okay, I'll have to start working on questions now.
Yeah, so all right, yeah, we could do that. We'll set something up in the future and get it on. As long as everyone remains friendly, because that is something that I do want. I want people to be friendly and fun. Like, yeah, you can get your opinion out and your point across, but at the end of the day, I do want everyone to get along and just, be friendly.
You're so sweet, Melvin.
So, well,
No, I hear.
I'm not sweet, but I'm not. I have my moments.
You're very sweet. I mean, stubborn. You're still the freaking bull, but you're sweet.
Oh no, Nick, I know you wouldn't flip out or nothing like that. Dude, you're
Yeah, you know,
extremely respectful. Like I know you won't. Like please. You don't even have to say that. So, don't worry. I'm just being a little facetious.
my beliefs and stuff, though, because you have a dad that was military, yet I didn't want my kids to go to the military, so I have some weird thoughts.
I'll flip out. DK said I'll flip out if you want more views.
For what? More views?
I'll flip out if you want for more views. Yeah, so DK will deal. Well, I guess he'll go ape.
Oh, that'll be funny.
Uh, yeah, I got you, Nick. No problem. But yeah, so that Gypsy Rose thing is interesting to the point where I'm actually probably going to do a video on it myself.
I think
And
so.
yeah,
It's a very interesting topic, and there's so many sides, really, so many ways to view it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it. Normally the true crime thing is not for me, but that just rubbed me really the wrong way. And when I start looking into it, it's like, oh, this is, and don't bring in the paranormal supernatural thing to it. It has nothing to do with that. Not everything is a demon. Not everything bad is a ghost or something. Like,
That got me too.
yeah,
Like, oh no, he was there once, you stupid, because literally she went around the house showing him where, like, what room was what, so that he would kind of be aware of where to go in the house, right?
yeah.
He hadn't been there before. Like, so she was just, like, I'm like, she didn't even watch a whole episode of any kind of documentary. Like, it looks like she watched highlights of something, just got her information
Yeah,
off
the
that. Or
the,
maybe
the footnotes.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
but not even real clip notes, like some bonk ass clip.
But before that though, I'm gonna do something that Nick suggested and make a video on astral projection. So tell me about astral projection. So that's his idea for that one. He gets all the credit. I'm gonna make sure in the video I credit him. So, but astral projection's weird. It's so
Astral exorcism.
yeah, something that doesn't even exist. Oh yeah, no problem, Nick. Like I'm just taking forever because
Why hasn't anybody asked her what the fucking astral exorcism
they
is?
have.
Like,
She says the same thing. It's I astrally go over there and I fight demons and I expel them. Don't worry, Nick. I told you I'm looking into it for May. Like April, I already have things planned. Mostly me being lazy since it's my birthday month. So, but May, I'm looking into it.
it's your birthday.
Yeah. But yeah. So I don't know. Astral exorcism. It's weird. I don't get it.
You
It,
astral exorcism is weird. Like, it's just a made up
yeah,
bullshit.
it is. I mean, it's dumb. I mean, I don't know. I
You're
can't.
it reminds me of the Beetlejuice commercial. Every time I hear her say that, I'll spin my, like, I'll get rid of you. You have a problem with the living? It sounds just some, like, corny, weird, made up bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
Oh gosh, I
leave it
love
there.
this. DK debate: astral exorcism or metal bat. Uh, but yeah, I don't get it, and people seem to confuse astral projection with remote viewing, and I think how she describes a lot of stuff, it's remote viewing rather than astral projection and exorcism. It's remote viewing. And even then, I'll never forget that. I want to say it was in her second book where it was a part where she said some client was dealing with some demon and she showed up in her room, was in the corner kicking it with Jesus and watching everything go down. And she's like, I was astral projecting. Well, no, that would be remote viewing. I don't know why Jesus is there, but he's just kind of, hey.
I mean, I guess he got lost again. Everybody's finding him everywhere. So
Yeah, so I'm surprised she hasn't got freaky with him yet. I'm still waiting.
that blows my yes. Like, okay, I can get it if she's saying she's getting freaky with some of the demonic, because, like, that's evidently people hear that. But Archangel Michael,
I mean, hey, we all like what we like. If you could get it, get it.
Elvis, Elvis is still cute to me. Like, her actually.
Well, that, Elvis popped up after things fell apart with Patrick Swayze.
Wait, was Patrick dead
I feel
yet?
so stupid saying that. Like, I feel really dumb. Just.
Wait, hold on. Was this the past version of Patrick Swayze? How did I not hear about Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, this was I guess he was Roadhouse Patrick Swayze. And yeah, apparently he was a jerk. And then she got with Elvis, who apparently she's
What?
related to.
But hold on. Notice she even gets dumped by the dead guy. Sorry.
I mean, you're not
That's true.
wrong, but yeah, Patrick Swayze. I want to say that he was the first of the named list of folks.
I still think it's funny that, like, when you harass somebody on Twitter so much, like that, Zach Baggins had to block her.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he gets some weirdos, but if you are the level of, I have to block this person I don't even know because I'm kind of scared that they might, like, they block because of their own safety, I'm sure. Because it's not them, usually. It's probably their fucking publishing. Blah, 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 blah.
Nick, I'm somewhat familiar with Meji. I don't watch his content, but I know that name. And Paul Hunter, I know he has an archive of the old videos, which she deleted a lot of. And I understand why. It's a bad look. So yeah, I am familiar with those two people. I just haven't watched anything from Midgie, but Paul I know.
What does Maggie do?
Mitchie
Maggie or
Smith.
what?
Wait,
Maggie?
Paul Hunter died? Really? I didn't know he died. I had no idea.
What?
Wait a second now. Yeah, I. Oh shoot.
Rest in peace, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know that his channel has archives of Melinda's stuff, but wow, I didn't know he passed away. Darn.
That's crazy.
Oh, son of a monkey's uncle.
I didn't know that either. That's weird.
Yeah.
I think that he's the one that saved like all the crazy videos ever.
Yeah.
Where it's got the crazy ass background music and stuff.
Yeah, so it can be transformative. And DK says, I was researching exorcisms when YouTube showed me this. Live occult exorcism versus Catholic exorcism are night and day.
Interesting.
So that is interesting. So yeah, Catholic exorcisms are interesting because I know sometimes they can actually take days. I mean, the movies, they don't really do it justice. Catholic exorcisms, they could take days on end, and they call in different priests. It's usually 3 to 4 priests that will handle them, and like repeating the rosary and just, and then depending on the occult practitioner, some of those can be intense. And, you'll have sometimes people screaming in your face, but then sometimes say, hey, sit down. Sit down. Oh, hello, Anima. Welcome. We're not going to be on too much longer, but welcome.
But yeah, because and I guess we always hear of the Catholic exorcisms more often. Of course, that's also because of movies and TV and everything like that. But also because there have been some really bad things that have happened, because of them. What's her name? I can't remember her name. Shit. I think she was German. Oh God, what was her name? You've ever heard the tapes of it? Though that shit's kind of crazy. I had listen. This is not funny, but it is kind of. I had my YouTube playlist, like, just so I was listening, having noise going in the background, and her exorcism tape comes up. Talk about wake me up from a dead sleep. I'm like, what the fuck? Because you hear, what the fuck is that?
Anima just said Annalise Mitchell. Michelle Mitchell. Yeah. Oh, what the heck? I did a video on that. What am I? Oof.
Well, and what's crazy is like, yeah, with her, the whole start of it, like, I mean, could it be psychic? It could be, but there's so many things. I just, to a person, for a human to not want to eat or drink, especially drink, that's beyond will, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
I don't know how, just to prove a point. Like, I don't get it.
Well, I mean,
So,
Gandhi did it.
okay, well,
Well, different circumstances. It's one, he was trying to prove a point, but and Gandhi, he was his hands aren't clean, but
but you know, her age,
yeah, it's different. Yeah. So it's just weird stuff. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all of that. If exorcisms are actually a thing, if people can be possessed, if they're actually nuts. I guess I would have to know the person and see them change in front of me. I think that's the only way where I can, because I'm iffy with them. I know people snap all the time and we do crazy mess. Sometimes when folks they get so mad, they lose their temper, they black out, and when they come to, they beat everybody down. It's like, what happened? Like, I don't know. So is that medical or is it possession? You could say you're possessed by anger, not necessarily a spirit, but
watching actually it was Mr. Ballin or whatever, but he had covered the kids, the demon house, and he actually was able to get a hold of the police files and read them himself, right? And they didn't specifically call it um, possession, but people like the police officers, they were, from the records that he was reading, he goes, it's very, even Mr. Long goes, it's intriguing because these are police officers, and let's just say they were very, like, whereas they might have been skeptical at first, they couldn't explain a lot
yeah.
that's happening,
So
and that unsettling, I'm sure.
the little fun fact here. I'm gonna put Benny on blast, but the Demon House documentary by Zach. And I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Apparently, people got sick watching that thing and headaches and all that. Nothing happened to me. I watched it perfectly fine. But Benny, that actually scares him. That documentary, he can't really watch. It scares him. It's something about it that just it makes him uneasy.
Goes off.
Yeah, and I was like, really, huh? And I wonder if it's because I see it as a piece of entertainment and he might see it as something is going down here and it's freaky. And I have the mindset this was filmed years ago or months ago or whatever. It's not gonna. It's whatever. It's entertainment. So,
It's not gonna get me now. The
yeah,
house is gone.
But when you're doing a live stream or something, you're using that Ouija board. Yeah, heck no. Like I'll be
Yeah.
there, just behind or something. Because I try to support you guys, but some things it's just not gonna
Oh
happen.
no, just be a little bit behind.
Yeah. So yeah.
Figured it out, and if you start hearing noises at your place, I don't want you blaming me.
Yeah, no, so far I haven't heard any noises or anything like that. We're good here. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that candle, but other than that, we're good here.
That's insane. Yeah, that's weird. That's crazy though with the candle. You have to make sure to send me pictures.
Yeah, I will. And but yeah, when I first lit it, freaking went out. Just boop. It's like, gosh darn it. Oh, and the first thing that came to my head was That's not good. Don't do
That's
that.
not a sign.
Like, I'm pretty sure it was just from the wick. I'm pretty sure that was the reason, but you don't want to see that.
No, that doesn't make you feel great going in.
Oh. And yeah, but other than that, and it being so dark, it's like, okay, well, all right, cool. I can dig it. Like that's it. I can live with this. Just don't go out.
For real.
But I think we are going to start wrapping up. I am so sorry for all the technical difficulties at the start, guys, but eventually we got moving and grooving and all that good stuff. Bonnie, do
Remember,
you,
walk forward or back or whatever it is.
Bonnie, do you have anything coming up?
No.
No, you're just kicking
No.
it. It's like, no, I'm working. I don't know.
If I get something come up, I'll let everybody know on social media. Yeah.
Yeah, what are those social media things?
Bonnie Woodruff. Pretty much, if you look anywhere like Twitter, Bonnie and Woodruff. Um, no, it's what is it on? This is still. What am I on? Instagram. I can't remember
What,
now.
Raven something?
Raven Woodruff.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Bonnie Woodruff on YouTube.
Okay, that works. So for Unexplained, I still have some videos I need to put up. I'm just being lazy and, well, no, I'm not being lazy. I just been having to do a lot of housework and I have been, I started up a new project. So this isn't the second book. I'm still editing and trying to put the finishing touches on that. But I also started up a new project which only a select few people know about, and I've been putting a lot of my time into that. And when it's done, you guys will see it, and you'll be like, "Ooh, yeah." So you just have to wait. It's probably not going to be finished until May, but yeah. So haven't forgotten about the book. Haven't forgotten about other videos. They're all there. I'm just taking my time, and I'm busy with some other mess. But yeah, so we are going to have a podcast sometime maybe next week. It'll be a Unexplained Possibilities. And I want to say not tomorrow, Monday, a fool's journey goes up, or it's tell me about astral projection, so one or the other. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with us. I know it's extremely late. I know the tech issues were annoying, but Bonnie and I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
as always, it's midnight somewhere in the world, so go ahead and do some yapping. Bye everybody.